Code red on Alphalete.
Yeah. W chat.
What is good, y'all? Damn, this shit kind of feels a little heavier than last time I picked it up. It's been a minute. So, we're on prep, so that's a thing. Yeah, I've been on prep for 3 weeks right now, and obviously, like, I've been like, there's been like content I've been like made, and then I've scratched, and it's like trying to like work out stuff, but hopefully we're back right now consistently on everything. But just know if I'm not posting, we're still in the trenches putting in the work. But yeah, so right now I got to do my morning weigh-ins and then go make my coffee, as well as go do over my morning cardio, which I'll take y'all to my apartment gym for. We got 247.2. So that's relatively actually the body weight I started prep at. I can pull out my notes app because that's kind of what I do with prep too. Is if you just track your weight daily on your notes, it's just an easy way to kind of like see your progress. Similar to kind of like checking yourself out in the gym. Damn, I've been like, I grew a beard and all this stuff. I turned into like a monk essentially. I just like self-isolated and forgot how to talk to y'all. But where's my body weight? My starting weight was less than what we're currently at. So my starting weight was at 245.1, but currently we're doing a growth phase, which obviously, you know, help of real bodybuilding definitely plays in a little bit of a role. But that's crazy. It's I don't know, and my body composition, obviously I'll see a little more of that maybe after cardio. If not cardio, if I'm not feeling myself because I don't have a pump, we have an arm day today, which is another fun thing kind of about this training lately. Trying to get like in that mental prep zone in the trenches to where you're kind of like on top of all your stuff. Yeah, I started a new workout split, which is a 10-day split with like 2 off days in there, so 8 training days. But it's more of a classic physique approach as opposed to what I was currently training as, which was, I wouldn't say it was cookie cutter, but it was a lot more just volume based and a lot, I don't know, like there's a lot more variation in the lifts. For example, so my arm day is just 3 supersets and that's it. And then there's a chest and back day, which I only have 2 exercises, but they're both compounds. But it's just different, it's exciting. When it's like the same thing, regimen every single day, over day in and day out, and just repetitive, it becomes stale. It just becomes like, I don't know, like eating chicken or rice every fucking day, where it tastes the same thing and it just becomes a little bland. But you know, you mix it up a little bit. Let's say like some protein powders, like Gorilla drops a new protein powder flavor. So you're like, ah, fuck it, let me go try this. What's something that sounds fire? I'm trying to like think. Dude, orange dreamsicle. Some like orange dreamsicle protein flavor. That'd be insane. Just spice it up a little bit, but it's still, you're saying, still hitting like the same macros. Or I actually alternate my beef with bison lately. Still 90-10, but anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm gonna go have my coffee actually brewed. Y'all missed that, but about to go drink my coffee and get ready to cardio. I'll take y'all with me. I might not say much. I might be a little bit shy. There's this old Hispanic lady that I actually, it's kind of, I've never talked to her, and it's like we've smiled and things like that. But we always do cardio at the same time usually. She be killing it. She goes like an hour plus. I think she actually works here, but I don't know, that little woman keeps me going, not gonna lie. Up cardio, 25 minutes at 6 incline, 3.4 speed. Now we go eat. Alright y'all, so we are currently making breakfast, but I end up taking a nap, and that's like another like thing on top of everything going on with prep, is I physically feel my body trying to recover because you know when you like, you fatigue yourself so heavily to where your body just essentially wants to shut down? That's what it's been like in terms of just like starting this growth phase, which is nice. We love indication of actual progression and not just trying to like gaslight ourselves and like look at myself every time I walk past like a car window and tell myself I look big. But just like trying to listen to my body and just, I don't know, especially with the recovery process, it's crazy, it's wild. But also with recovery comes diets. So right now we are currently making a little egg sandwich concoction. We got the bread over there. Also too, I've been using this spray, I'll put y'all on, but Alex, my old coach, Toplin, still brother, but he put me on, I can't believe it's not butter spray. So as opposed to like the regular butter spread, there are more calories in that as opposed to the spray. It's 0 calories per spray. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. Don't go crazy. Don't go ballistic like Rambo or something. But yeah, so I'll put that on my toast, make a little egg sandwich, and that shit slaps. But so we're about to make that as well as our side dish, which is just a little oats, protein powder, and blueberries. I'm gonna try to get that, make it a little aesthetic, get y'all a little spread. No cheeks, but yeah, we're about to make that, and then it is 12:15 currently, so we are supposed to meet with Jakob at the gym. Jakob 2, Jakob with a C. Jakob that's not dyslexic at 2. So ideally try to cram 2 meals no later than like 1:15. So I got like an hour to speed run through 2 meals. So I'm about to gulp that shit like a glizzy eating contest, but off camera, just so I eat a little faster, but I will show y'all kind of what we are making as it is prepared. We got our little breakfast egg sandwich over here. Just 2 whole eggs and then 3 thin sliced Dave's white bread, as well as 80 grams of oats, 35 grams of protein powder, and then 100 grams of blueberries, because we got to get those micro nutrients in. But yeah, oh yeah, and some Vinland Saga. All right, y'all. So it is a little later than I would like to it be, but it is 1:25. And we are eating our pre-workout meal, which is cream of rice with a little bit of peanut butter, just to help slowly digest into our system, as well as a banana that we'll have. So I'm gonna try to eat this real quick, but yeah, I don't know. I'm watching a podcast actually right now, and I know like I kind of left y'all blue balled when I was like talking about that on like TikTok Live. My Instagram channels, and then YouTube, the last YouTube video I uploaded, talking about it, but it's not something that's dead, right? It's something like I'm actually working on more so in the back ends, and right now it's like, in terms of the content, dude, I have my hands full in like so many things, and I feel like that's me trying to not limit myself by identifying myself as one thing. I could identify myself as bodybuilder, right? But then what about everything else that acts in my life? I don't know, I've been playing guitar, right? I've been into yoga. I've been working on my investment portfolios. I've been doing like all these things, right? All these different systems, trying to build the life I want. And it's not like I'm just getting the satisfaction out of one avenue, right? You don't have to do that. And I know like people talk about balance, and sometimes there are people are just like, when people talk about balance, 9 times out of 10 it's bullshit. 9 times out of 10 they're just talking about, oh, I just want to be happy in the current moment. No, balance is just like putting like the things that like actually leave meaning to you in your life and setting aside time for those things that actually matter for you. And you might not enjoy those things, but guess what? That comes when it's like discipline. When we're talking about discipline, bro. And the same thing, I think it's Muhammad Ali, but discipline isn't doing what you love, right? Discipline's doing the shit you hate, but doing that shit that you hate like you love it. So at the end of the day, like anybody who's just like, oh, like I don't want to do this. I don't like this. Poor me. It's like, so what? Half the shit I do, I don't fucking like. But guess what? I'm doing it. Yeah, you might not like the fucking process. The process might break you down. The process might make you know, feel vulnerable, feel weak, feel less than who you actually are. But it's that out goal of like what you're working towards. All that work, all that suffering is for fucking something, right? Even if we want to take it to like biblical shit, right? Jesus fucking going through all that pain, that suffering, but there's a purpose in there, right? And so many people nowadays, even myself included, I caught myself in this headspace last year. It's like, you don't want to wake up out of bed, you know, you're depressed, you're, let's say suicidal, shit that nobody wants to talk about. You don't want to wake up out of bed? Bro, it's because you don't have fucking purpose. Yeah, you might wake up and it's like you're doing shit that you don't like, but that's discipline. You're doing that shit for a greater end goal. And that's how you gotta look at your fucking life. All the shit you're doing right now, yeah, it might not make sense. Like, dude, when I was doing marketing internships, when I was doing marketing internships, when I was doing camera work, when I was like I was working on people's social media platforms outside of even having one of my own, right? And now it's like, that shit evolved, right? But all the things you're doing right now is building you this tool set so you can have this essentially runway, like for fly zone of evolution, of getting that next level, getting up there. I know like I'm kind of going off on like a little tangent right now, but it's like, I feel like so many people get in that victim mindset of like, oh, I don't want to do this. And it's like, well, no shit, the people who are even doing it, the majority of them don't enjoy it. Don't enjoy the fucking process. But that's discipline. And people are like, oh, like you're trying to dumb down discipline. Bro, if you don't have discipline, that's fine. Just say it. If you don't want something as bad as somebody else because somebody else is doing it day in and day out more than you, they're gonna get that fucking return on investment. They're gonna get that outcome. They're gonna manifest. That's how manifestation comes, dude. It's through action. Everybody wants to be him, but nobody wants to be about him. You have to do all the things that it takes to be that person you want. And that's what it is to be a visionary. You gotta see yourself, see that future, see that end goal, see where you wanna be, whether it's your faith, your family, your gym progress, your relationship, like me trying to learn guitar, like all these things. But you have to put in the action to be that person. And that's the issue I feel like social media has like caused, is people get to fake it. They get to pretend. It's literally like kids playing dress up, right? And that's where you get half these goofy ass, all these people being invested in every other component in fitness outside of the gym, outside of fitness, whatever your goals are. Obviously, we all have different goals. I'm not saying go be a bodybuilder, but dude, if your mobility is shit and you can't even you can't live life on a regular day basis, you gotta reassess your purpose. Like, what is your goal in the gym? Are you going to the gym to actually to work on your health, your bettering yourself? Or are you there just to fuck around and kind of get it off the checklist? You can go through the motions, man, and nothing's wrong with that. And I'll say that before like anybody starts crying, like, oh, like this shit. I used to be like this a lot more vocally, but I suppressed trying to talk like this because of social media, because of fucking people faking who they are. And I feel like I've suppressed my own voice to where it was like, all right, let me manifest myself. Let me show people how to fucking do it by action, lead through fucking action. And that's what I've been trying to do over the past 2 years. No, I'm not fucking posting every single day, but every time you see me post, guess what? There's some type of progression. I'm getting closer every single day to the person I want to fucking be, to the person I envision myself to be. And you don't have to be a bodybuilder. You don't have to have the same goals as me. But dog, let that shit inspire you. Let that make you manifest the person you want to be, the goals you want to fucking create. That is the purpose of why I make content. And I know, like, I needed to get this off my chest. I haven't had a talk like this in a fucking minute. But holy shit, trying to see people, trying to form into this mold of like, people hate being alone, right? It's just human nature of people just scaring like, oh, like the thought of being alone or fucking weird. You being weird is you on the path of success, of being different, right? All this shit, dog, I was like, I mean, I was going to the clubs, I was fucking dating a bottle girl, I was in this headspace of just like all this stuff that wasn't going anywhere because it's stagnant. There's no evolution in that. And so if you're not happy in your life, but you're doing all these things and you're doing these things that literally just stay there day in and day out, right? That's not forcing you, that's not giving you different perspectives, that's not forcing you to grow and putting yourself into places, you know, you might not necessarily enjoy, you might hate, like I said, but you have the discipline to do it. That's where you're gonna evolve, man. That's where you're gonna just push your boundaries. Because essentially we're all just trapped in our boundaries of who we are. And it's going out there and it's finding those boundaries outside of ourselves to better understand ourselves. Bodybuilding for me, being in that headspace of being of like, where people are questioning me if I'm okay in the gym. Motherfucker, I'm not okay. This has been the worst fucking year for me. But I'm not there for you. And the people who get it, they get it. Because they're there for themselves too. They're there for them. They're there to fucking evolve, right? And those type of people, those like-minded people, those are the people on my fucking team. And I know bodybuilding isn't a team sport, but those people who understand, god damn, they fucking get it. They want more. Those are the people who are gonna force you to grow. Because guess what? They're on the same fucking path. And it's okay, guess what? Like maybe you want to just like, maybe you envision yourself as some junkie that's just like at the club, like fucking girls all the time, right? So you surround yourself around those people and you become that. And nothing's wrong with that. But where's the fucking purpose? Not everybody needs to seek that purpose. But guess what? If you're watching this shit, I promise you, you are seeking some type of purpose. You were born for fucking, you were destined for something greater than this current moment that you feel stuck in, that you feel consumed in. Because holy fuck, this past year consumed me. This has been the worst year in terms of my relationships with family, at a time with God, at a time with bodybuilding, not wanting that, just at a time of myself, not knowing myself. But guess what? Then I started being weird and isolating. Everybody's like, where's Jakob? Jakob became an outsider. Because nobody else was taking care of me. People were taking advantage of me. Nobody was fucking taking care of me. And obviously that is a great burden to fucking put on your shoulders, to put the weight of the world on your shoulders. But nobody's gonna do that shit for you. It's 1:37. I'm about to eat this cream of rice, but thank y'all for my TED Talk, because holy fuck, this is about to be a good lift. All right, y'all, so we just had our pre-workout. I forgot to record that, so we're still trying to get the rust off in terms of content. But currently making my intra workout, which is kind of nice because Gorilla just released the actual intra, which is just, I don't know how many carbs are in here. 42 carbs. Just a nice thing we'll sip on, as well as like electrolytes mixed with that. Just mid lift, especially when we're on like this bodybuilding prep, longer lifts, a lot more volume based, where some of our workouts are like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. But yeah, other than that, we're about to head out. We got Jakob 2.0 behind the camera. We're about to go get some arms. All right, y'all. So we just pulled up to Alphalete. Right now, I'm trying to get my warm-up sets. So we're doing dips supersetted with some bicep movement. I think it might just be standard curls alternating. But yeah, so we're just gonna do that. All I'm got today is arms, and that's 3 sets of 3 supersets. So all that is just gonna be 6 exercises. I'm probably not even gonna work out with headphones. I'm just trying to be in and out real quick. Efficient, same thing like I said, work with a fucking purpose, so let's fucking get it. Like, dude, I'm at the bar. People are looking at me and they're like, damn, I want to see what he looks like without some clothes. That's how you want it, as opposed to just being like throwing everything out there, kind of like wear some compression shit and be like, oh, here's my titty. It's like, nah, not everybody needs to know you have a bird chest, bro. Go work on that shit. Alright, y'all, so we just chefed up some ground bison, so we're about to eat that for our last meal, paired with some rice. We had vegetables and pineapple, but I ate that while I was cooking. And we're watching Vinland Saga, so I don't know. I'm not the biggest anime fan, but there's like certain ones that I feel like are really good. And this is letting me manifest my inner Viking, I feel like, as I'm physically transforming or evolving. I feel like a fucking Charizard now. It's like a shine. Nah, I'm definitely a shiny Charizard, bro. Because like, what other 6'5" ginger have you seen walking around? Mind you, put it in reverse, Terry. Weighing 250, 247 morning body weight. Nobody. But yeah, doesn't come without a price, and that price is being a fucking fat ass or just having an eating disorder. But that's how you see progress. That's how you manifest your goals, being able to control variables such as your diets. You know, if you have physical goals, you know, regardless if that's a bodybuilding competition, regardless if that's like beach body ready, regardless if that's powerlifting, when you're trying to do some butterfly like things, you know, you can hit me up for my chiro, Soma Labs, fire people. They're down in Houston. Definitely recommend checking out. But yeah, anyways, I'm just being a little chatty. So I'm about to get this meal, but finish off with the 2 words. I'm back, babe. 3 words. I'm back, baby.